आई होप यार सबको सब कुछ विजिबल हो एंड आई गेस दिस इज इट। मैं इसे एक दूसरे टैब में ले जाके ना शिफ्ट कर देता हूँ ताकि ना तुम लोगों को कुछ एक अलग से एक सेकेंड मुझे टैब सेलेक्ट करने दो। इसे मैं इस फिफ्थ टैब में रख देता हूँ। दिस माइट यू नो ये कुछ एक अननेसेसरी सा डॉक्यूमेंट खुला हुआ है, हमें और टू डूज वगैरह देखने पड़ेंगे। लेट मी जस्ट check the stream if the stream is working fine or not. मैं एक दूसरे अकाउंट से लॉगिन करके देख रहा हूँ। And this seems like that I'm at the very bottom of the screen. So I think that the bottom portion of my screen is not visible. Let me go to my OBS for a second. And where is my OBS? Just gonna quickly shift this up a little bit. Also I'll shift myself as well. So this seems to be a perfect. So yeah, the stream is running fine, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. I have to close this uh, chat option. Can also select this countdown scene as well. Great. So welcome everyone to like this is basically a final welcome. So welcome everyone to the Wanda Dubai. Let's start this once again. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing good. This is Wanda Dubai. So basically welcome to our very first live session, which basically I have named it as pilot because once again inspired by the Breaking Bad. If you check, let's say I'll just Google this Breaking Bad EP1 name. So basically the name is inspired by that. See, the pilot. So I guess this is more of a convention to actually, name the specific episodes of, the first episode of every series or something like that as pilot. If you, let's say, for example, say, for let's check, uh, let's say Wednesday, not Wednesday, but Brooklyn Nine Nine, for example, it's one of my series again. So, Pilot is the first episode of the first season of American television series. So, basically, this is more of convention. So, over here, we are trying to follow that convention once again. So, the agenda for the series is to um, technically once again revisit the fundamentals of JavaScript. So let me just open my Xskillet draw as well. So too many screens open, but no worries. So I'll just go and open my Xskillet draw. Over here we have, see, let me just put it to 100 days. So we have our own 100 days of code plan. And how cool is that? So inside this 100 days of code series, basically I'll try to, stream everything. Right now I just started it. It's already 11:33 p.m. right now. I don't know how long I'll go through the series, but then again, I had to start it by today. I'm sorry, I'm just very tired right now. Okay. So, right now, what I plan to do is to, today and tomorrow, basically, today is day zero, not counting it as anything. I'm just trying and testing out things according to my own accord. Also, I, with the time, I have seen that I don't have any notes. So basically, I'll be using this notebook as to keep track of my notes. I'll be making notes in the series as well, so I expect you to do the same. So one more thing which I want to bring into your accord is using this hashtag, which is hashtag learn in public. So this is basically what we are trying to focus on, and this is our main objective. This is basically like my main objective of basically learning in public. So following this, this is basically our main goal. Also, Now, there is just one more thing which I want to bring into your own accord. These are some few resources which we'll follow, which is basically front-end mentor to create React and simple HTML, CSS projects, Chai and Code, JavaScript, full series, Piyush Garg, and free code camp project for the backend portion. Probably we're going to do and cover everything. So let's take this day very normally and not be more hasty. So consider this as our blackboard, and inside our today's day, we will do week one, which is revising JavaScript. This is basically the portions which we are gonna, you know, revise in JavaScript. So today, basically, the first portion is, basically learning about, learning about arrays, and then after that we'll move to objects in arrays, and after that we'll move to functions in JavaScript. Is there an option of Zen mode? There should be a shortcut of, you know using going into Zen mode as well. But then again, let me just go to help, diamond color picker, view. Zen mode is option Z. So option Z is Zen mode, right? Perfect. Right, perfect. Now, then after that, we will move on to, sorry, we will move on to functions in JavaScript, which is once again a pretty simple topic in itself. Then we'll move on to very important array methods. For each methods, map. So basically, we learn about map. Uh, sorry, filter, reduce, sort, find, every, sum, fill, splice. So basically, once again, these are some of the important array methods. Then more useful things: iterables, sets, maps, object autosign, and optional chaining, which is also an important portion, because uh, now there might be one question that why I am going through these once again, because I tried using, so basically I tried learning everything. I tried to follow, basically. So basically, I'll just, quickly give you the approach which I followed to, basically, which I followed to, uh let's say, learn coding. So what I did was, for example, let's say I started React. So I started React. I learned about, basically, let's say, JSX. So I tried to learn about JSX, and as soon as I did that, then inside JSX there were some, like, basically, when I had to, let's say, map a list of components in React. So basically, that became a problem for me, because I didn't knew how to basically use maps in JavaScript. So I didn't. I basically didn't knew that how to. So basically, the problem was I didn't know how to use maps in the first place. So I basically retraced back to my path to, basically, JavaScript. So now I tried to learn JavaScript once again. The problem with this approach was that, yeah, this approach was very, like, I can refer to everything. But now let us say, for example, I was learning about, for example, now let's consider I was learning backend. Okay, I was learning backend, and so inside backend, let's say I was using Express. So inside Express, so basically, uh, let's say for example when I had to learn about, for example when I was you know fetching basically fetching data from an API, or working with JSON data. Basically this has a lot of similarity. So because you get like if you get a response from a backend API, you get response in JSON data. So the problem was that once again I had to use, first of all, the very common thing was to which came into my mind was, let's say, basically how to first of all use map, for which I once again had to retrace back because I didn't knew the syntax. It happens a lot, but then this was not the very optimal approach for the same. So this is once again the problem of uh, you know uh, like this was the main problem of not knowing JavaScript in the first place. Sorry, I'm very tired right now, but then once again I'm moving forward with this. Uh, Now once again, if I had to, let us say for example, have to let's say for example, fetching data was a problem. Once again, dealing with JavaScript objects and arrays. Had I known methods, so basically if I had that list of methods available with me, once again what I had to do was I had to trace back my way entirely, by to learning JavaScript. So basically this was my entire problem. Now once again I want to discuss something more on learning in public. So let's draw a conclusive line of pros and similarly cons of learning in public. So the very so basically pros of learning in public and cons of learning in public. So let's first of all talk about pros. So the very first pro of learning in public, at least for me, so I would want to mention here for me. So basically for me, learning in public, first of all, I am a huge procrastinator. CRAS, I don't know the spelling. CRASTINATOR. Maybe this is the spelling. Not sure. Pro CRA. Yeah. So that's the huge benefit of using Mac. So procrastinator. I'm a huge procrastinator. Like so. Uh, so how is that a pro? So basically, when I'm going live, it's basically taking away my. I mean, basically, this is taking all of my focus. So live is equals to focus, right? So this is the very first pro. Now the second pro is I have an archive. ARCHIEVE. Oh my god, I don't know the spelling of archive as well. Okay, it's archive. I have to work on my spelling a lot. Okay, I have an archive of what I'm studying. The very third pro is it'll help in my communication. So as I am learning with you guys, even if someone is watching or not, maybe far in the future they will watch. So you know, uh, the uh, let me just check if there is any viewer or not. I don't know if they have pushed my video. So okay, so our video hasn't been pushed to anyone, and it's been okay. So we have just one view, which was once again our testing. But then I mean, that's not a problem. We are not doing that for views. Even if no one is watching, I still have my archive with me. Okay, so it will help in my communication as I'm constantly talking, and so it will definitely help in my communication as well. Now, the fourth and a very important point is it will create a brand image, a personal image. Also, last point, I'll be self self conscious. So these are my pros for learning in public. Now let's talk about some cons as well, because since we are talking about pros, so it is necessary that we talk about cons as well. So the very first con of learning in public is uh, wasting time in preps. I have this OCD of having that perfect camera angle and having that perfect setup and everything. The second is it will be a little bit time consuming. The third is consistency. Fourth is I have short attention span. So that's also a problem. But overall, learning in public is summarized into all these points. And since the match is 5 against 4, so we have decided to learn in public. Okay. So I guess let me just dive into the reasoning of JavaScript once again. So this is why I have started to, you know, uh, start TSA once again. So let's hope and fingers crossed that we will, study and will be consistent in what we are doing. So I guess without any further ado, let's basically start our mm, basically start. So right now, let's first of all create a to do very fast. So basically, we have to study arrays. We have to study objects. Before objects, I guess we have to study func functions, ct functions, objects, and basically, let me just check objects. So basically, it was one. Sorry, uh, objects, functions, and vim array methods, and then oops in JS, and some, and in between there is a music topic. Array methods. So basically, this is our to do. Uh, I hope everything is visible to you now. I'll just zoom in a little bit once again. Yep, perfect. Perfect. So now once again, quickly, let's start with arrays. And the question is from where we'll study. So for this, we are gonna use YouTube. Right. So let me just scale everything perfectly, and let's begin. Now I'm gonna study from a JavaScript tutorial, JavaScript Mastery Part 1. So this is the YouTuber Harshit Vashit, I guess. Vashishth. So huge shout out to this guy who has created this amazingly detailed and amazingly detailed course on JavaScript. So I just want to check if the audio from my desktop is audible or not. So I'll just quickly go and I'll go and Vande Dubey, search Vande Dubey. I'll, okay. So audio from the video is not working, and I don't know how to fix that, honestly. uh, I am uh, okay. So this is going to be a little bit of a problem. Okay. So yeah, hello. I guess studio mode. There was some problem in my OBS. So audio, desktop audio set to default. Okay, so the desktop audio is not working, and I still don't know why. Hmm. me just go here and check. Cancel. So, uh, for today, guys, let's compromise a little bit, and so I don't think so that the audio desktop audio would be available. For that, I'll have to configure everything from OBS. Let's not dwell into that today, and let's try to start. And quickly explain. So basically, what I'll do is I'll side by side parallelly explain you as well whatever is going on. I guess that will make sense, at least for today itself. Then from uh, next day onwards, what I'll do is I'll maybe more we'll try to work up something. Okay. And let us say, for example, if I okay. So हुँ, 7 ओह! ओके। हुँ, Sorry, I'm just very tired right now. I know you guys cannot hear the audio. Uh, if you are watching, probably, so you can just, start skipping the video and go to the point where I have explained everything to myself. Basically, cloning is also very important operation. Why I know that? It is because of the reason that when you are trying to update elements in DOM, for example, so basically you have to create new arrays every time. This is where it comes useful. Why I know this? Because I have uh, basically, driven, like I have dwelled myself into that portion where I have, basically a lot of. I'm sorry. Where I've invested a lot in. Okay, so basically, just a second. What I can do is share my live in Twitter as well. Just probably go to my Twitter and. Uh, mm, so what I notice and see is that Twitter is very, Twitter is very cluttered with a lot of. Okay, so yeah, so again, with like very like not so useful, not so. I'll let you in on this after sometime, yeah. Oh, there was a mosquito. Okay, so let me just. So I just want to make a quick post to Twitter. So let's hashtag learn in public. Join my stream. Join my my live stream. So let me just go to YouTube quickly. Search myself one the way and share. Copy the link. This looks cool though. This looks cool. Ah, Harry Chad. He looks pretty cool. I guess people become cool after they earn money. So, I'm gonna quickly add an emoji over here. Hi. Okay. And live, red. And should I add a broken heart? Join my live stream. Perfect. No, I'll just write hashtag and I'll quickly write the name as well. So, can we format? No, cannot. So basically, I guess this will be a three-part series, and we'll try to finish as much as possible. Hashtag. So I'll quickly go to my profile, and I will copy this. Right. Quickly copy this, like JavaScript as well. Perfect. And I'll post it. So, guys, wanna join my live? Can join it from here. Hey. Oh my god, I look terrible. uh, yeah. I seriously need a trim, guys. What do you think? Do I need a trim? Oh yes, I do. So I have also shared my resume over here in my profile. Let's quickly review my resume. So basically, this is my resume. As you can see, there is this. So let's open it on Escalade Draw. Okay, let me just check the traction which I am getting over here. So basically, just mm, no worries. So let me just quickly click a screenshot for the same. I'll click a screenshot. Let's put it to Xcalid Draw over here. Right. Let's skim through my resume. It's a very fun thing to do. So right. Let me just resize it a little bit so that it is visible to you guys as well. So yeah, this is my resume. Let me just go full screen on this. So yeah, first of all, in the very first part is my own name. Very simple. Here I had my contact number. So for preliminary like going live and posting it on Twitter reasons, I hid it. And then there is this section where is there any way of drawing a straight line over here? No, no worries, no worries, no worries. So then there is this like place where I have my own email address, then I have my LinkedIn over here, and then I have my GitHub attached over here. Then in the very next section, I have my education. Inside education, I have mentioned my college from where I pursued my engineering, which is Global Institute of Engineering and Management. I did BTech in computer science and secured a CGPA of 8.99 CG. 8.99. I did it from Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh, and basically did it in the year of 2019-23. That's my session. Now let's talk about my experience. So basically, let's talk. If I talk about my experience, so basically I have two workplaces. So the first place is Engineers Cradle, and I'm a product manager intern over there. And basically, product manager intern is just a title. I do everything over there. So basically, I handle their operations as well. I handle the internal projects as well. I even write code for the projects. So I do everything because once again, it is a startup. I've been working from November. That's November 2023 till today. By the time when I'm recording this video, I'm still working there. Now, what I did there was formulated and executed startup SOPs, achieving a 50% increase in workflow efficiency and operational streamlining. So this is basically one of my very first achievement because the startup contains three portions. So basically, my startup, the place where I work in, has three portions. So basically, the very first portion being, so basically there are three portions to it. So the very first portion is, let me just say, uh, option Z. So the very first option is, so basically the very first place is like ed tech. So and the very second place where the work is not ed tech, it is like community programs. The third and the very third one is managed IT services. So this is basically like what my entire startup is all about. So this is what they do. Right. So basically, what I do is I handle the managed IT service portion of my startup. And what managed IT service is, let us say, for example, this uh, there is this client who wants a software. So basically software. So basically what we do is we have a pool of software developers. So basically we have a pool of software developers, small, large, and everyone. So basically what we do is we, on the basis of the requirements, try to connect them to the pool of our startups, and basically then they select the client ticket. So this is basically what my entire startup looks like. So so basically I am the sole person who have created this entire SOP and everything related to the startup. So innovated and designed and developed aesthetically pleasing company landing page using React and Tailwind CSS, elevating the brand's online visibility and enhancing user engagement. So I did create the user website, like basically website as well. Engineered a seamless transition from Google Forms by creating a user-friendly form page with React.js forms, enhancing data collection processes and system efficiency. Then led strategic outreach efforts, collaboration with diverse MSMEs, which is medium, small enterprises, and successful integrating them as valuable service partners, fostering business expansion and strategic partnerships. So basically I was the face of the entire this portion which I explained you of the startup. So I used to do that. Now let's talk about beauty marketers. I was a web developer intern there, where I did some similar work. It was also an early stage startup, so I also worked there. And in that startup, I gathered and synthesized client feedbacks, effectively communicating it to the development team, implement suggestions, ensuring alignment between client's expectation and project deliverables, proactively maintain an existing projects, conducting regular evaluations to identify and fix bugs and issues, implemented solutions promptly, ensuring seamless functionality and a positive user experience, integrating modern payment methods such as Stripe into existing products, streamline the payment process, enhancing user convenience, and enabling secure transactions within the applications. Now, I'll probably in some another video give you a quick look to my projects as well. So my very first project is Soundcourse. Basically, Soundcourse is a community music streaming platform where you can upload stream your music online. So basically I built that entire application using React, Tailwind, Node.js, Express, MongoDB, and also to upload also to upload music and everything, I used Cloudinary. And I implemented JWT authentication, enhancing security, and then designed a seamless user experience, search playlist, artist features, and collaboration tools. Deployed projects on Vercel, ensuring accessibility to a wide user database. Now let's talk about Talkative. So basically, Talkative is a community chat application where you can sorry uh, chat with people and also form groups. So basically, developed a real-time chat application using Chakra UI and React, Node.js, MongoDB, and like obviously Socket.io. So I have used that. Design user-friendly features, profile, pictures, upload, search, and group management functionality. Integrated JWT authentication for seamless user authentication and authorization project as similar as the above project. Now again, NetFlop, it was a very fun project. NetFlop is a clone. So basically why I built this project was this above project was rejected from a place where I had to submit my project. So I created this project out of like frustration. So NetFlop, that's why I named it NetFlop instead of Netflix. So basically it is a Netflix landing page clone where I use the TMDB API to fetch movie data. So basically I fetched movie data from technically like five not five but for five like for 5, not genre but categories. Okay. So and then implemented intuitive features, implemented intuitive features, movie view or different genres, my favorites, and authentication, basically login and sign up. Creative. Okay. So as you can see, made a mistake in my resume. So I'll probably fix it as well. Okay. Yeah. So create responsive UI using React 18 and Tailwind CSS and follow mobile first approach. Leverage TMDB API for detailed movie information, providing users with an immersive streaming experience. Let's talk about some of these skills which I already know. So if you talk about skills, so I already know in terms of programming language, I know HTML, which is very basic, CSS, JavaScript, Java. So these all I know. Libraries and framework. I'm comfortable with React, Node.js, Express.js, Mongoose, Tailwind CSS, and Chakra UI. And then tools and platform. I know a little bit about Docker. Git and GitHub is very basic. Vercel, Netlify, VS Code, Firebase, and then for database, I use MongoDB. Now, some of the achievements are published a research, sorry, so yeah, published a research paper in the International Journal of Trends in Research and Development with the ISN code of this. You can basically click on this and you can check my um, research paper which was on review and application of different digital image registration methods, review various image registration methods and evaluated several applications of these methods, summarized and conducted most appropriate method for e- each application, and solve 180 problems on lead code. So there is a lot of stuff which I need to discuss on this portion, and how I have written it in my resume, but still I feel like this is not justified. And then I participated in a hackathon as well. So my resume's ATS score right now is 70%. So basically, the ATS score is 70%, and I feel that that's more than enough because this is like physical only possible value right now. So the ATS score is this for my resume. And let's talk about lead code. So I do have solved 130 plus problems on lead code, but the problem with that is I solved them like 1.5 years ago. So that's basically a problem. So now that 130 problem is equivalent to solving 13 problems only. So now we are gonna have to grind on lead code as well. So that's also one of our main targets. So we'll try to cover that. It's already 12:32. So basically this consider this as an induction of the program of what we have basically uh, tried to achieve. We'll continue with this fundamentals of JavaScript 1, and tomorrow we are going to cover the entire syllabus. Probably we are going to go live even more early, and then let's finish it. In the meanwhile, you guys can browse everything. I'll try to finish up everything, and let's stay put for the same. Perfect. So let's connect again tomorrow. In the meanwhile, good night and have a great day.